Great Saturday. It's Lyda, and how you doing? And I'm gonna cut the crap. We talked off camera. I'll be really authentic, folks. So I'm a little late start idea of just having a little dance party. So that's why we're doing this. Fun stuff. So without any further ado,
Fun stuff.
well,
So
I got one
without
thing.
any
I gotta
further
turn.
ado,
I gotta turn
fun
me
stuff.
down.
So
I got one
without
thing.
any
I gotta
further
turn. I got.
ado.
And I just turned me down. Okay, now I turned me. I didn't turn. Yeah, turned me down. I turned me down for a better offer. How's that? I there right here, and so I have the right here. All right. So, Lyda. So let's talk about. You've made a lot of music, but you also done performances of Happy Belated Valentine, and how, or rather, I should say, what is it that we are about to see? Give us a intro. Yeah.
Yeah, so I did a performance on Valentine's Day in Brooklyn. It wasn't at a venue. It was kind of at a house party kind of situation, which was fun. There were lots of people there. Everyone was drinking, having a really good time, and I kind of just set up everything in the living room and just kind of played all my songs. This video is of the song Social, which is the first song on my last EP, Divine Distraction. So if anyone wants to hear the actual song produced, they can find it.
Yeah, and that's actually one of my favorites. So I'm excited to hear.
Yeah, it was very fun. It's not the full song. It's just because the person who filmed it got it halfway through, a few minutes and but it was a just like feeling of the vibe of the night. Everyone was having a lot of fun, and halfway through, someone brought out this huge teddy bear, like one of the huge Costco teddy bears, and started dancing with it. And I started dancing with the bear, and it was just like really funny and really fun. And it was just like a night where I was trying to have a lot of fun with my music. So I feel like this video really encompasses that. So it was a great time. I loved it.
Because we have it right here, so let's go to the clip, as they say. Here is Lyda performing Social. Her YouTube channel's Lyda, right here. And I am going to, can you see that? I don't know if you can have YouTube on, but I have it on now. You ready? Okay.
Hello.
There's the bear.
Get weird.
That bear's getting down. Yeah. Hey, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, it was really
That's hey, okay, so back to here and pretty how did that come about? First of all, who's the bear?
fun. Well, this house, I mean, they have it's a big apartment in Brooklyn that has like a ton of space. And they just like had this huge bear, and this girl who was watching was really into it, and she had this idea, and I don't even really know her, but she had this idea and just like grabbed the bear and started dancing with it, which I just thought was so funny in the moment, and I just like went with it, and it was hilarious. It was so funny. That was That's one cool thing about doing shows at parties and stuff is you get, everyone's right there with you. It's not like there's any separation between the stage and the audience. So like, for some songs I was like dancing with the bear, and then other songs I like went out with them and was like dancing group together. So it was like really, really fun. Super awesome environment. It was a great way to spend Valentine's Day.
Hey, so for those of us who are just joining us, this is LydaMusic, and actually, if you type LydaMusic SoundCloud and find her music there, but we're talking about her EP, and that's one of them. It's social, and oh, I thought she was puppeteering the bear.
Yeah.
I mean, she was. I mean, I gotta go back to this. Folks. Yeah, take a look at the bear action in right here. I got it right here. All right here, folks. The head. Right there. See that? She's making that bear head move.
Yeah, no, it was great. And then it was funny, after the show, I did this whole little photo shoot with the bear because he was like a part of the performance at that point. So on my Instagram, which is at Lyda_music, if anyone's listening, there's a bunch of pictures from that night of just like me posing with the bear. Pretty funny.
Hey,
so it was a really fun time.
I think you found an idea for a stage routine with a stuffed bears, just dancing around, and they're like moving their head like that and all that stuff, as much as I can do without getting dizzy. But yeah, I think you've got something there,
Yeah, it just came about randomly, and it was pretty funny. I mean, that only happened for that one song, but it is something that it's just, that's what's great about live performance, is just random stuff can happen like that, and you just incorporate it in the moment, and it just adds a whole new layer to the performance. It made it so much more fun.
That's
for me in that song. So
that's
great.
That's a fun one. Hey, so how many live performances of the EP have you done so far? Just out of curiosity.
That was actually my first one.
Whoa! Congrats! Woohoo!
Yeah, thank you. Well,
yeah.
I've only ever, so last year I did a lot of acoustic piano performances, and playing lots of just like ballads and piano covers and stuff. And then I released the EP in like around December. And then this past month or so, I've been working on transitioning everything to this like electronic setup where I have a laptop and a keyboard. And so that I performances with these songs that I've been releasing, like social, and the songs off the EP and stuff. And so now it's totally different than what I was doing last year. I get to basically trigger stuff on my keyboard and play the song I released on my EP the way it was meant to be, instead of having to convert any of it to acoustic, which is just really fun, because then I can the performances are so different. I get to dance, I get to move, I get to just have a lot more fun with it. Not that acoustic performances aren't, but it's just very different. And yeah, so that was my first time performing anything from that album.
Well, congratulations. Hey, so
It was great.
let's go to those,
Yeah.
that I was gonna say the list of actually I happen to have them handy here. Boom. So social is what we just heard. There's also religion, and folks, these are all on SoundCloud. So all you have to do is you can see it's Lyda_music SoundCloud. That's religion, and I've I just wanted to lower this because I wanted to say something about that. This
Keep it pretty. I'm gonna live my dream right after this party.
that song, or this song rather, it reminds me of Las Vegas. I think it goes back to CES. Every time I hear it, it's the same thing again and again and again. So I think there's something in there. I've got another weird idea, but it doesn't involve bears though. It involves tech. It involves like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna take the song and I'm gonna montage it, because it's cool. But how did you come up with the idea for this song?
This song is, I mean, it's really all about
I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Hold that thought.
okay, that's amazing.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the lyric New York City, it's all about like New York City, going out, drinking, having fun, like living in the energy and the life of New York City. I love it so much, and the song's kind of about that. And it is a dance song, so it should make you want to dance. I got to perform it at that party for the first time, and it was so great because for the first time I got to like dance with the song, and I got everyone together to dance with me, and it was kind of magical because one of my friends who came to the party, she listened to that EP like once, but she like knew some of the words to this song. And it was the first time anyone like knew some of the words and were singing it out loud.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really magical because I've never had that happen before. And it's nice to hear that people are appreciating this song, especially. People really like a lot.
What does it feel like when somebody's singing your song? I mean,
I was just so surprised, and because it wasn't even the chorus, she was singing the verse. She was like, New York City, keep it hot. Like she was like singing that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my god, she must have listened to it enough times, or at least like it stuck with her enough that she knows the words. And it was so cool because it wasn't like my best friend. It was just like this girl that I like know, and it was cool to see that she was as into it as she was.
Yeah.
And the people who'd never heard it before got really into it. At the end of the song, everyone was dancing together, and it was really, really fun. And
It's a great song.
Yeah, I love it so much. It really means a lot to me that people are responding well to it, and I think people came up to me after and were like, I love that song, and it definitely seems like it's resonating with people a bit.
I think it could be considered one of those songs that when you think of New York, you think of that song. I mean, because when I think of New York, I think of songs like, well, of course, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
And then there was, even though I'm kind of pissed off with him right now, there's an artist, he was a Arthur named,
the only one.
Actually his name is Brent Easton Ellis. And he wrote Bright Lights, Big City. And it features a movie in this, starred Michael J. Fox, called by the same name. But it had a song in there. There's a bunch of songs. Kiss and Tell by Brian Ferry. that
Yeah.
song. And that song marked a period. And I think that as much as that song marks a period in New York, I think this song marks a period in New York. I think that's what people should think of. I mean, that's I think that's, although I'm not
Yeah,
like,
no,
I'm not the all high ruler or anything. I'm just saying, you know. Yes, I am.
Yeah,
No,
I think my personal goal is to play this song at as many New York venues as possible, to the point where people are like, that's the New York stuff.
yeah, I think that's it. Let me adjust this just a little bit more so I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, because it really is like kind of a, I don't know, I love New York so much, and I've kind of started to think of it as kind of like a love song to New York, and just like how fun it is and active it is and how much life is going on, because it is really like my favorite place in the world, and
How did you come
I'm
up
so
with?
happy to live here.
How did you come up with that particular song? Because that song is, you can play it in a loop over and over again, and it could be in a movie. You know, it's yeah. How did you come up with that song?
I mean, well, I don't even know. I think that I made most of it on my phone, which is crazy. Gosh, I can't even think about it. I just I did it one thing at a time. I didn't write it all and then make it on my computer. I was just I'm making it as I went. And I was having a really hard time knowing what to do with the chorus, because I have this interesting verse pre-chorus situation with the just leave me dancing, and I thought that sounded really cool, but then I didn't know what to do with the chorus, and I realized that I should, I don't know, one day it just came to me, and then I incorporated the drop after the chorus so that there's just some musical space that gives it that dance feeling. Yeah, I kind of just did it as I went.
I have an idea,
just kind of came to me. I don't know.
I have an idea of these different stuffed bears. People with stuffed bears that are that size, dancing different parts of New York.
That is a good idea.
You know,
fun.
Just to the music. I mean, they might be. They might be in front of Trump Tower.
There is a funny music video that does use, I think it's the song Uprising by Muse. I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of giant stuffed teddy bears. I don't know how, I haven't watched it in a long time, but I do love that idea. I love the idea of having people in bear costumes dancing in a club or something.
Yeah. Or how about or I even think at the Trump Tower, and they're on the elevator, and all these people are drinking coffee. They kind of go they go, and then you go and you, I don't know. Then you go across the street to where is that? Oh, then you go down the street to the what is it? The cathedral that's so famous. You know.
Saint.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can walk into the bar at the Water of Astoria.
That would be funny. I think it'd be so funny to have someone super well dressed order a drink at the bar and then turn and look, and there's just a bear outfitted person sitting there.
Well, I'm thinking
a big glass of whiskey in front of him.
Yeah, I'm thinking you had 8 bears walking, they're all dancing and the music's playing. And it's
so funny.
You know, I mean, you'd have to get clearance.
That's a really cool idea.
You'd have to get clearance from the Ward of Astoria. I think they'd be all for it, though. But, it'd be
well, it's cool. It is an interesting idea. I'll definitely write it down.
Yeah, and then, you could go to my favorite place. Nah, 21, they wouldn't do it at 21, so forget that one. But they would do it in front of the Stephen Colbert does is in line all of a sudden by.
Imagine.
Playing the music, right? And then
I could get all my friends to dress up and start dancing too.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a scavenger hunt. Where are the bears going to be?
That's not a bad idea. you.
Thanks. I'm just rolling. I'm just kind of like,
No, yeah, it's fun. It's like I do want my music to have like a fun vibe right now. Like a lot of my songs in the past few years have been really sad and really dark. Which there's a place for that too. But I feel like I've been listening to so much dark music lately, and a lot of very heavy music is coming out. So I feel like I've been trying to make something that's a little more fun.
yeah.
Because like it's like a heavy time for a lot of people, and sometimes it is nice to just be able to dance, and that's like
Yeah,
part
and
of
let
what I love
go.
about.
And
Yeah, that's kind of what I love about New York is like there's always a place that you can just escape to and get drinks and have fun and like take yourself out of the heaviness of what's going on in the world.
yeah.
Just for a second, or you can always find a place to go out dancing or listen to music, or see art. And I think it's nice to have those kinds of escapes.
Yeah, I want to go back to that one more time if you're just joining us, folks, because what we're talking about is how can I right here. Wait a minute, Lee. Do that, and then let me go here because we had religion. That's where we started, and maybe you should call it New York religion.
That's funny. It was actually the first title I had was NYC religion. And then I shortened it. I might, if I do like re-release it someday, I might change the name.
Yeah.
Also, if I ever re-released this EP, it would probably be second.
And see, right here, I can imagine these bears coming down like, here's another place. The Empire State Building. They could be in front of the Empire State, like 8 bears, just dancing, right?
I do like this idea.
And then you can just have regular people dancing around the bears because they're all getting the energy, right? You're like,
Right.
And then, and then, of course, then go to Freedom Tower after that. I think it would be bad for them to go by the memorial itself, right?
No.
That would be like, but Freedom Tower is different because it's a celebration of freedom, right? So that's one thing. And then, Radio City Music Hall, just up and down there, right? Yeah, and they do like a kick like the Rockettes. That just, it's the my imagination's running on that one. So yeah.
I know, I'll definitely write this down because there could be an idea there for sure.
Well, the good news is also recorded on video as a live stream, right? So you can always play it back.
Oh yeah, of course.
So it's like, and by the way, folks, if you're watching this and you happen to be, you could tell, you're on your phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because a certain person you and I both know wanted me to text them when this was on. So let me take a station break so I can text them. 1 second, all right?
Okay.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. I'm live. Wait a minute. And we're back. So we're done. And that was playing was religion. And folks, we'll go back a little bit more back to where here. The New York song, folks. We're gonna play one more time before we move forward and keep chatting. So yeah, it's something else. What sound is that? Is that an organ? What is that? What is that?
I mean, it's a synth.
Yeah.
Sound.
Because I know zero, so when you tell me, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm learning, right? So yeah, because a lot of people don't know how to do this, so.
Yeah, it's like a synth lead sound. There's a bunch of them that get used. It's a popular thing in electronic music and
So this is this what they mean by laying tracks? Like you have one track, like that part, and then another, like that thing?
I'm not sure, honestly.
It's like, because it's like you've got this in the background. Or is it that you're just playing these as you're singing, and is it like is it a stream and then it gets planned, or how does it work? I mean,
I do it one part at a time.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah. So there's every instrument has its own like track in the song, and then I kind of just do one instrument at a time, and then they were all layered on top of each other to create the elements that come together to be one, basically. Yeah, it's not like all recorded at once. It's like one piece, one piece at a time.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a hit song. I'm sorry. That's just straight out hit.
Well,
Bears
for
and
people who wants to share the song, you can find it on SoundCloud. I would just type in Divine Distraction, Lyda, Lyda, or on Spotify. Also, just type in Divine Distraction. I feel like that's the best way to take you right to that. And yeah, share it with your friends, listen to it, play it on loop, whatever you gotta do.
Hey, by the way, I gotta ask you. You're a big Lady Gaga fan, right?
I am. I love Lady Gaga so much.
Did you hear her latest song from her movie?
Shallow?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that song. Yeah, I just learned it on the piano, so hopefully I can play it. Ball busking, at shows, anything.
You think she'll get the Oscar? I do.
Oh yeah, for sure. I do. Yeah. She already won the Grammy for it, for Best Song for a Visual Medium.
And the
And she
Golden.
performed it at the Grammys, which
Yeah.
was amazing.
And the Golden Globe too, I think, right?
Yeah, she'll definitely win the Oscar.
Yeah. Is she married now, or is she? I get confused. Who is she with?
I don't know. I think she's engaged.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a huge like celebrity person as far as their like relationships and stuff, but I'm pretty sure she's engaged.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, to someone.
So then the next song coming up is we will move over to, let's see, The Ugly Truth. What is The Ugly Truth? Yeah, what are you saying in this? It's not.
I ripped my eyes out.
Oh, you rip your eyes out?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What? Oh my God! What? Okay, you gotta tell us what's going on here.
It's because it's just about denying the truth. That's pretty much it. How it's like easier to deny and distract yourself from the truth rather than to face it. So obviously that's a very like visceral image of ripping your eyes out, but it's basically like covering your eyes, like covering yourself, trying to distract yourself from the truth, because sometimes the truth is just like so painful. Whether it's a truth about your relationship or your family or the world around you or yourself. I'm like fascinated by the way people avoid the truth.
Yeah. So you're basically
their day-to-day lives.
So you're saying that people are ripping their eyes out, essentially. They don't want to see what's before them, so they kind of take their eyes out.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea of just like removing your eyes from the situation so you don't have to look. Like blinding yourself and the truth.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's just a metaphor.
I like this, yeah.
That's like something I'm very interested in, just the way that people distract themselves from reality. And I think it's something also I'm interested in about technology too, and how we use phones and TV and entertainment as a distraction from day-to-day life, and how like dependent on it we become. So that's probably more of what my next EP will be about, just like technology. More.
Wasn't there a movie where somebody ripped their eyes out or something, or maybe it was?
It's happened a bunch.
Yeah. I mean, actually, that happened in real life to somebody, I think. But they were on drugs, I think.
Back to Oedipus, he ripped his eyes out. He didn't feel what he did.
Yeah.
It's a really long ago story.
So, folks, we have to say, don't do this at home.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, it's a visceral image to accompany this just message, I guess.
Yeah.
And I love horror, so I'm like a big person. So every so often, like, put a little bit of like horror imagery in there. Just to
what's
make
your
it,
favorite?
Like, a little more weird.
What's your favorite horror movie?
It's so hard. I mean, I love The Shining was probably the first horror movie I ever fell in love
You
with.
mean here's Johnny?
Yeah, I love The Shining so much, and just visually, I think it's just so amazing. It's
Yeah.
so well done, and I can watch that movie time and time again. I never get sick of it.
What about Halloween?
I like Halloween. That's not my favorite type of horror movie, but I do like Halloween. I do like a lot of this stuff
Mm-hmm.
from the 80s.
Friday the 13th?
Yeah, actually, I've never seen Friday the 13th.
What?
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me.
I know. It's on the, like, I'm embarrassed to share this, but I've never seen Friday the 13th, and I'm a scary movie person. I do love Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, well, I'll stop you right there. Okay. You're looking at probably one of the only people in history to say that they've shared a limousine with a guy that played Jason in Friday the 13th 4 times, and the guy who played Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the same time.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why did that happen?
R.A. Mildenhoff is that guy's name. And then, of course, there's the other guy whose name just flew right out of my head. Kane Hodder. And it was my first year covering Comic-Con, 2010. I'm now going on my 10th year covering Comic-Con in San Diego. And the publicist had this idea of embedding me in a limousine with these guys, and then with Danielle Harris, who was then called the Scream Queen. You're like, Queen, right? And it was a blast. So there you go. There's my contribution to horror culture. That's it.
That's awesome. I mean, there's so many that I love so much, and they all, like, I connect to all of them in ways, but it's definitely my favorite genre. If I wasn't doing music, I'd probably find some kind of way to do scary movies.
You ever thought about, like, using this music or making a movie around your music? Like, New York?
No, I meant, like, if I didn't do music, I'd probably, like, try to come up with, like...
Oh, I get you, yeah.
Or try to help make them, I don't know.
I'm
just really passionate about good horror movies, and it's really hard to do. Although it's actually getting better. Last year, a lot of good horror movies came out. Hereditary was amazing. I don't know if you saw that.
Hey, I like this. I like this beat we're hearing. What is this? This is still
This isn't mine.
This isn't? Oh, this is like...
No, but it is good.
It is. It come up on The Ugly Truth. That's why I was like, oh, wait a minute. I don't know who it is, but...
It is good.
We'll, yeah. Well, we'll go back to yours. Click that off there, and then we'll go to Easier. Another one that I like quite a bit.
Yeah, I did that at the show, too. It was really fun.
And there we go. Yeah. And how do you do your voice where it goes bleh? Do you have is it a modulator or something that makes it go lip?
I think it's just my voice.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I add a little bit of effect.
Yeah.
That might be what you're hearing.
Okay.
But it could also just be like me performing it that way.
Like you'll hit a vowel like you, like up. It's like up, like
Yeah, I think it's just kind of an affect I put on that I did to my voice myself, like for this EP. But I get what you're saying. But I think it's just me making that sound.
Now here, do you have Lady Gaga in mind? Because it sounds like it has a little bit of her sound to me.
Yeah, for sure. I actually, I think I came up with this song because I love the song Bad Romance so much. Obviously one of Lady Gaga's most famous songs. And a lot of the, the chorus is like, the chorus and all through the song, she says, I want your love. Love, 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 I want your love, and I want your revenge. She keeps saying, I want your love, and I'm like, I should write a song that's like, I don't want your love. It's like the inverse of that. So this whole song was actually inspired by Bad Romance, where I was just kind of like, I was like, I should just write one that's based off of I Don't Want Your Love. And then, yeah, it did end up sounding a lot like a Gaga song. I mean, I've had a few, that's generally a lot of my songs. People say they can hear the influence a little bit. Also,
Yeah.
some of my past songs, I don't know if you've heard the song I released called Lose My Mom. That one's on SoundCloud. But generally, people, for a few songs, say they can hear an influence there, which is honestly good. It's like, that's definitely
Yeah, it really comes through.
one of my biggest influences. So that's fun. But yeah, for this one for sure, it does a little bit.
Is this
And
your
yeah?
is this album your best work? Are you satisfied or?
It's funny because I've been thinking about it a little bit lately. It's been a few months since I released it. So I can kind of look at it a little bit more objectively now. And I feel like a few songs I feel pretty good about. A few songs I'm not super into that I think I just put on there to make it feel well-rounded. As far as like the theme and the pace of it. But there are a few songs that I look back on and I'm like, I'm not like super into this, or I don't think I did as good of a job as I could now. Even just a few months later. Which is good because I feel like, that's how you grow and learn from your past work and stuff. And I've gotten a lot of feedback from other people on it. And it's good because I feel like now I'm in more of a place where I can start thinking about what I want to release next. I learned so much from making this.
What did you learn?
Because I had what?
What did you learn?
I mean, I learned so much just because I hadn't ever produced this many songs at once. I would just do a single and put everything into that one thing. And this was an EP, so I wanted everything to connect and flow together well, and I didn't want it to sound too the same. I wanted every song to have variety, to still belong together. In itself is a huge challenge. And I just learned so much about just using just production elements, because I'm still learning about how to make music on my computer, and I just learned so much about how to do that.
Yeah.
Just different ways of recording things, different effects, different mixing stuff. I mean, there's so many elements that go into it. And I didn't even get anyone to master the EP or really properly mix it, which the next time I make something I probably will, just so that it sounds more high quality and more balanced. But for this one, I think it was important for me to just do it myself.
Yeah, get it out there.
From it.
You never know. You don't do it. You don't know until you do it.
Of course. And I think that's the toughest thing. That's one of the toughest things about being an artist that's just starting out. You just want someone to come up to you and be like, look, I'll help you do all the things you want to do. And that so rarely happens. And what really happens is you end up realizing you have to start just doing the things you want to do.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know what you're doing, even if you don't know how to do it. Which I feel like has just been...
Face your fears. Face your fears.
Yeah, just like facing the things you don't know. Like a few years ago, I didn't know how to make a song on my computer at all. All I knew how to do was play the piano. And a few months ago, I didn't know how to perform any of my songs live in that in the video you saw.
Yeah.
But I took the time and I faced the fact that I didn't know anything, and I just bought the equipment I needed, even though it was expensive, but I did it. And I learned how to do it, and I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials, and I watched a lot of how-tos. And then a few days ago, I got to perform my songs for the first time.
Nice.
And it felt so good, because it's like a year or two ago, you could not have told me that I'd be able to figure that all out myself.
Wow. So it's,
and obviously, I have friends who've given me advice and helped me through it, but but I've learned so much about just trusting that you can handle something and learn how to
So
do something.
it sounds like you've earned confidence.
Yeah,
You know.
a lot of it is confidence. Like even just doing that show,
Mm-hmm.
playing my songs from the EP, it was a huge boost in confidence because I had never done that, and to be able to finally do that and dance with people and really just like let it out in a room with people was so much fun, and it really boosted my confidence in myself as an artist and for like future performances, which is great. And I hope to really perform a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
This is that song again.
yeah. Well, let me hold on a second. Oh, that's okay. And we have "Hole in the Floor." That other song's called "Medusa." In fairness to the player.
Oh yeah, I do like that song.
Yeah, "Hole in the
It's probably
Floor."
because I follow that artist.
Yeah. My prediction: you may end up collaborating.
That would be amazing.
And "Hole in the Floor." What is "Hole in the Floor" saying?
It's another one that's kind of about escape. Especially through like, escape.
It's melodic. I like that. You know, it's melodic.
Through alcohol, drugs, whatever. That's essentially what it's about. Just like how people self-medicate so that they can kind of like the whole idea of like falling through a hole in the floor is kind of like getting drunk or high and just like falling out of the situation entirely. So that you just like don't have to be present anymore. And that's why it's like I don't need them anymore, like them as in my problems. Like I don't need any of that in my life in this moment. And you're like separated from it. But in a like separated because you're like using, drinking or whatever to get away from it. That's what I like specifically had in mind. It's just like using substances to escape.
Is this meant to sound hypnotic? Because I have this sound that sometimes it starts here and then it goes here. It's like I hear it go. And
that's the pan on it. Goes back and forth on purpose.
Yeah. Hey everybody, welcome to Zennie62, LydaMusic, and we're talking about her EP. And right now, what's playing on SoundCloud is called "Hole in the Floor," and it's on her EP called "Divine Distraction." And we're having a nice Facebook call, and that's a horror movie song. This is a horror movie song.
Wow, that's a cool song.
Yeah.
It's
a romantic horror movie song. It's a romantic horror movie song. I mean, that's just what hits me.
It's a little creepy. It's supposed to be like a little otherworldly, like a little trippy sounding. And like I think this is one of the songs that I look back on, and I think if I were to do it now, I would probably do it a little differently because it's a lot of elements I hadn't used before. So I was just kind of learning how to do
experimenting in a sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think this is one of the songs that like I think I've like grown a bit since I made that song.
Okay. That was going to another track.
But I wanted a slow song for this EP, and that kind of just ended up being it.
Oh, okay.
Like I wanted one that was a little slower.
And I thought we would close our little talk dance party. We didn't do much dancing because I'm holding this camera. It's kind of hard to dance when you're holding a camera, but it was like,
people can dance at home.
but because if I did, it would be like shaky like that, like and I would get dizzy, and then people would get mad at me. So anyway, but this song has got to be done something about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to share it with as many people as possible. Having like as many people as I can share it with people they know, because it's definitely the lead single off of this EP. Everyone's favorite, my favorite.
Yeah,
I love
mine too.
performing. It was magical.
Yeah.
And hopefully also.
Oh, by the way,
people will,
yeah.
will spread.
If you type CES music, you're on page 1.
Oh, awesome.
I don't know if you tried to do that lately, but yeah. So
I'll do it later.
my little experiment worked.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, for that, yeah. So now, yeah, definitely. Hey, tell you what, you stick around, because but folks, I want to thank you all for joining our party.
Oh, can we share my social media stuff?
Yes, yeah. You mean like where to find you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like first of all.
So you guys can find me on Twitter at LydaMusic. It's LYDA always. So at LydaMusic. On Facebook, I have a music page that's at LydaMusician. Instagram, if that's what you use, I have Lyda_music. And then on SoundCloud and Spotify, just type in Divine Distraction and listen to Make the Beat. Share it. Love it. Everything you do.
And we'll be back for another one, folks.
Yes.
All right. So don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, okay? Don't go anywhere, okay? All right. So anyway, hey, thanks everybody, and subscribe and says bye. And I think we can do it like this. We can say bye and like we both say bye. See ya.